Literature is the most agreeable way of ignoring life. Well said by Passau. Hello and welcome to AAFT 24/7. I'm your host Radhika Sharma with my co-host Arohan and Sara. So we are diving into the 11th edition of the Global Literary Festival 2025.
And today we have none other but a visionary leader, a global cultural ambassador, Dr. Sandeep Marwah, the Chancellor of AAFT University of Media and Arts. We welcome you, sir. It's
Hi.
a privilege.
Hi, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you feeling?
Fantastic, lovely.
So my first question to you would be, how do you feel about the atmosphere and vibe around the festival?
Fantastic. There's so much of vibration, so much of new energy, so much of excitement which is prevailing right now within the campus of AFT, and I'm happy that many people are participating in preparing this whole big international affair.
So sir, you have been celebrating this festival for almost 10 years now, and this is the 11th edition. So what new are we going to see here?
Well, there's going to be a lot of new things. Every festival is an extension of the last festival. We have done 10 editions and the whole world knows about it. Luckily, the first and the foremost thing which I would love to tell you is that 11th Global Literary Festival Noida 2025 has been declared the biggest literary festival in any academic institution in the world. No institution on this earth has been celebrating literature festival to that level, to that stature, to that grandeur, and to that scale. So this is one very major things which we are bringing to this campus. Second, the number of countries have gone up. It was probably 80 last year. Today, this time we have around 100 countries participating in this festival, which is a very unique and extraordinary thing. Then number of programs. There are going to be something like 40 events in 3 days, which is quite a lot actually, and people are not even sure about it, that how you're going to celebrate these 40 events in 3 days. But we know the trick and we are working on that.
So, as you just told, such grand festival that we organize. But sir, I feel that every festival has its story behind it that is always untold. So when you think of it for the first time, what was that untold vision or a story behind starting this festival?
Well, I have always believed that books are the best companion of a humankind. I've always believed that a house without books means a house without soul. These are few things which I've always learned in my life, and I've always been loving books. Every building, every college, we have our own a huge investment of books in the library. Now, I see this has been my policy when I got into education 32 years back. That was the time when I decided that any and every student who's going to be a part and parcel of AFT, they must know how to read, how to write, and how to speak. And the fourth one is also very important, that how to listen. And all these qualities I can inculcate by pressing them, forcing them, announcing them, reminding them. But then the best is, why not to have a literature festival? So literature festival in itself is the ambassador of what all I have been thinking throughout my life. And I think the minute I declared a literature festival from Marwah Studios, from AFT, suddenly people realized the value of the institution. Suddenly people realized that we are very serious in education. And I'm happy about that. So all that has gone into as an input to take a decision that we must have a literary festival. So this is how, and we are growing every year, by the way.
Sir, as you've just mentioned how grandly we celebrate the festival, so what do you think other people or other universities are missing out?
Well, the kind of people we're going to bring in, all going to start from today. Today is the pre-launching of the festival. We are going to have Anu Malik, Mahesh Bhatt, two very well-known names who are going to be here. Then it is going to be followed by probably ambassadors and high commissioners and diplomats from more than 20 countries. And then we have probably more than 100 writers, poets, authors from all over India and abroad. I think no institution on this earth has ever thought of. I've been inaugurating large number of literary festivals all over India. Sometimes I feel ashamed why I have come here. You know, they may be a 2 hours program, they may be a 1 day program, they may be in a small tiny hall, probably 100 people, 20 people. They will be. So I asked them, stop calling them festivals, call them sessions. I think that will be much better. When I use word festival, that means we are bringing in lot of energy into these festivals. So there's going to be workshop, seminars, symposium, interaction programs, talks, book releases, poster releases, day celebration, musical program, dance recital. Then we're going to have a book reading, then have a still photography exhibition, we're going to have a painting exhibition and whatnot.
Do you still think that literature still holds a power in society as in the fast digital media in today?
See, we're nothing without literature, trust me. When we write, we create history. When we create history, we create literature. It's a circle which gets completed automatically in its own way. If you're not going to write, our generations will be left with nothing. How they're going to come to know what the country is all about, what all we have learned, what are our epics, what are our historical achievements, about how this country has grown. So it is very important, number one, to write. And when you write, it becomes part of the literature. It can be a story, it can be an epic, it can be a storybook, it can be a novel. And there are large formats, including poetry and prose. So this is what literature is all about. And especially when I talk about creative courses, cinema, journalism, animation, anything and everything, you have to start from writing. And the purpose of bringing Literature Festival into this campus is because I want every student to be an intelligent one. They must know their own culture. They must know what India is all about. They must know where the whole world is standing today. So these kind of events, they bring lot of energy, lot of knowledge, lot of interaction. And when they're going to listen to almost 160 big names who are going to enter into this campus in 3 days, I think it's something like gaining knowledge for almost 1 year. That I can promise you that the kind of grey material we're going to bring in 3 days, it's equal to 1 year training program in any other institution.
So sir, we're going to have a quick answer round. So what would a book will be about Dr. Sandeep Marwah? In which genre would you like to have that book?
Well, I'm very happy there are about 7 books written on me, and I have created a world record only day before yesterday when 4 books written on me being released in 4 different cities or 4 different countries in just 12 days. And this has never ever happened in the world, not for any prime minister, not for any presidents of the country, not for any author, not for any publishing house, that something unique has happened. And I'm so thankful to Almighty, because that at least that reflects my intentions, that reflects my way of thinking, that I am so concerned about writing, literature, books, that something unique has happened with me. So it all starts with it, and I have always believed in motivational books.
So if you wrote a book for yourself, what title would you give it?
Well, I think there is so much of pressure on me to write my autobiography. I think if anything which I'm going to start right now is going to be autobiography.
Any metaphor or a one-liner would you like to sum up to this festival? Like entire literary festival, if you want to give it a metaphor or one single word, what would it be and why?
See, yes, definitely, I would love to sum up. I can only say that you cannot miss a literature festival at Marwah Studios. Missing literature festival is like missing the most sensible words from your parents. There's so much to be given in these 3 days that it is going to raise the level of my students to absolutely new level, new height you're going to gain with this festival. That much I can say. And love books, read books, and understand books. That's very important.
So what message are you going to give to the newcomers this year to the Literary Fest?
Well, for me, student is a student. Let me tell you, new or old, it doesn't matter. But your involvement into these kind of festivals make you not only a better professional, but a very good human being.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. With that,
Thank you.
we come to the end of our delightful conversation with you. I'm very thankful. For further updates, keep watching AAFT 24/7. Signing off.